Columns and descriptive statistics. In this video you will learn how to use range.columns. You will learn a quick way to calculate the sample mean, a quick way to calculate the sample standard deviation, and a quick way to calculate the population standard deviation. Firstly, let's talk about range.columns. So this is our range, we've called it returns. If we take a column of this range, range returns.columns1 is this first column. Likewise, range returns.columns2 is the second column. Range returns.columns3 is the third column. And so forth until the sixth column, because there are 6 columns in this range. This week we will be talking about 2 different standard deviation formulas. Firstly, there is the population standard deviation, represented by application.stdevp, and you can see its formula here. This formula assumes that the sample is your whole population. And the other type is sample standard deviation, represented by application.stdev. This is the formula for it here, and we're assuming that your sample is not the whole population. Therefore, we have this n-1 as opposed to n. But as n becomes larger, the difference between these 2 formulas becomes small. So, the first programming task is you'll create 3 message boxes. Firstly, to find the average of the numbers 1 to 6, then the sample standard deviation of the numbers from 1 to 6, and then the population standard deviation of the numbers from 1 to 6. This exercise is teaching you to use the functions application.average, application.stdev, and application.stdevp. So this is our program. So the average is 3.5, sample standard deviation is that, and population standard deviation is that. You can see that the 2 standard deviation numbers are fairly similar, 1.8 and 1.7 approximately. You will also notice that using application.average or application.stdev or stdevp, this is much quicker and easier than what you've done in previous weeks, where you hand-coded your how to find the average and how to find the standard deviation. I am only teaching you this in week 3 because in previous weeks it was more about learning how to program. These methods are about getting the job done. Try everything in this part of the video now and then proceed to the next part of the video.